Billy Boulevard, Cigar Rant number 7. Where did you get that? Where did you get that? It's a classic scenario. It's Friday night, just got paid. You got your Cubans, your Nicaraguans, your Dominicans, you're headed to the cigar lounge, you got a single malt bottle of whatever, you got your red wine, you got your rum, you got friends waiting there, you got a pocket full of money, and you want to have a great time at the cigar lounge. Then it happens. Your enjoyment is distracted by some political news regurgitating know-it-all Ralph the Blabbermouth blowhard. Now don't get me wrong, all right? A good conversation based on expertise, personal experience is always fertile ground for a very fruitful cigar-centric conversation. But in this instance, I'm talking about the point where the conversation has gone stale, or you've reached an impasse, meaning he's not moving you, you're not moving him. When you want to agree to disagree. But no, this guy won't let that happen. I've personally found that in these instances, the best way to part ways, the best way to completely end the conversation, understanding everything that this person thinks, says, or wants to be in life, just ask him, where'd you get that? Where do you get your news? What's your source? What have you been reading? What have you been watching? What have you been listening to? Where'd you get that? They say they listen to channel X. They hate the president. If they say they listen to channel Y, they love the president. Channel Z, this kind of independent vibe. Channel Z is always the loser, by the way. It's the extreme that wins. You gotta have something that's definitive. You really gotta split them down the middle. And that's what the media's been doing. And let's not even call them media. Let's not call them the news outlet. Let's not call them the 24-hour news cycle. Let's call them what they are. Commercial sellers. They're people who, in between bullshit, try to sell you shit. And they gotta keep you tuned. They gotta keep you enthused. They have to keep you involved. And what do? How do they do that? By cherry picking facts. By cherry picking issues and feeding it to whatever wing that you belong in, the right, the left, or the middle. This is not a situation where they're giving you facts, where they're giving you news, where they want an enlightened audience. They're looking for people to sell commercials to. So when you run into this blowhard at the lounge, he knows how we got into the war. He knows why we need to get out of the war. He knows the strategy that we should implement. He knows everything that's going on. And how does he know it all? Because he saw it on television. He heard it on this station. He read it on this website. He knows everything. Listen, nobody is really getting the skinny on anything that's going on. The information is filtered before it gets to you. You will never know the complete truth. You were not in the briefing. You do not get the file, dude. You weren't in the meeting. So let's stop splitting ourselves down the middle and let's start to understand that there are commonalities where we should be able to unify and move forward without perfect information. Because right now, we're being played. We're being told, you go to that corner, you go to that corner, and make sure you stay apart. That's what's happening to us. And we gotta stop it. So before you go through a lot of pain and anguish and nonsense and confusion and frustration when you're at the cigar lounge, when you're talking to Ralph the Blabbermouth who knows everything, just ask him, where'd you get that? And once he tells you, you know everything about him, and you can go ahead and end the conversation right there, because there's nothing more to be learned from this guy. You're not going to move him, he's not going to move you. Billy Boulevard, PureRomaduro.com. Ease up.